Hey everybody, another episode of Homesteading the Desert by G Bear out here. This is Thursday now, the 17th of May. And I put these corn seeds in on the 13th, so that's 4 days ago. Look at them already. I got nice corn stalks coming up there. I put 2 seeds in each pod, so I'm going to have plenty of corn hit. But give those a week and they'll be ready to transplant. I'm going to have to really bust butt here and get some things done. All right. The other one was this one. With my tomatoes and my peppers, I set it up in the windowsill and I had the window open, and a big gust of wind came through and blew them down into the kitchen sink and damaged a few of them. Broke the tip off of this one and so forth. But I think I've got enough to survive. Come over here to the weather station and you'll see the gusts at 27, peak at 27 miles per hour, and then it's down to 18 right now with an average of 16, and that's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. They said we weren't supposed to get this until sunset, and it started just about noontime, so they lied to me again. All right, let's move on outside. Took a shower a little while ago, and I had to put a tarp around the top of the shower there to block the wind so that the wind wouldn't blow the water out of the shower. And I got a nice shower out of it, so succeeded there. Let's move on down. First thing I did when I got up this morning was I went out here and finished working on my chicken cage. And as you can see, I backfilled the trench. I got everything all nailed up. What I wasn't happy with, I ran out of the steel nails, the ones with the steel on them, and I used some of the ones with plastic. But they'll hold it in place for now, and I'll get another box of the steel ones and replace them. But yeah, I've got it all the way up to the top. So all I've got to do is put the top on, but I'm going to leave that open for now because I have to work on the face of this with a ladder, and I want to be able to get up there and not have to crawl across the wire. But looking pretty good. As you can see, I got my base units in there. Those 2x4s, the white ones there, they have plastic around them. I bought those, geez, it's got to be 25 years ago at Home Depot. It's pressure treated lumber wrapped in vinyl. And those caps right there were on the ends. And I think I bought those and I put them underneath my jacuzzi when I set my jacuzzi up back in the OC to keep it up off the ground so I wouldn't get rot on the bottom. And I put them behind my shed. I found them as I was moving. I said, I'll toss those in. They might come in handy. Well, there they are. If they've lasted 25 years without any problems, they'll last a little longer. So now I'm ready to start closing in the coop on this. As you can see, the wire on the back side goes all the way up to the top, and it's all buried in the ground. So I also have these little plastic units that are going to screw down onto the poles here, and then I'll be running electrified wire all the way around, 2 strands of it, one high and one low, all the way around. So if anything comes over and tries to dig, they're going to get jolted. And as we move on over, another thing I did over here was I got a little work done on the garden house. I put those plywood strips under the seams in the floor. I have weights on them right now because that plywood sitting in the sun kind of warped a little bit. It looked like it would make a nice boat hull. But I've got them nailed down about every foot right on the seam, and that'll settle in after a while. And once I put my pots and garden stuff in there and weight that down, we'll be fine. Those were actually just to lock the seam together and keep me from tripping on it, but also to keep critters from tunneling underneath and being able to come up between the 2 wires. So hopefully that's going to be adequate. Tomorrow I'll probably work on getting this door built, and I'll insert the door into place and put the hinges on this side and have it all anchored there. Then I'll stretch the wire across it and tack it onto the door frame itself. And then I'll clip the wire on this side. Or maybe I'll just leave the wire like it is and let it flex back and forth until it breaks. Won't hurt anything. I do have to trim all of these off. I did catch those on my elbow as I was walking through it one shot, so that'll get trimmed off tomorrow. And there's my hammer and my orange plastic nails down there. All right, that's about it. As you can see, I've still got my tools out here, and it's been a busy day. I'm going to take a break now, go in and plan my dinner, and have a cold one. G-Bear signing off.